Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of spooky kids in love. They love reacting to Silent Hill.
And it's Spooktober!
Yeah, it's Spooktober, people. And so last Sunday, or a week ago from this last Sunday, we reacted to Silent Hill, all the trailers, or all the intros, I should say. And then shortly after that, like the next couple days later, Silent Hill came out and released a bunch of trailers for some upcoming games that they're remakes or re-releasing. So we're gonna go ahead and check those out. All right, so the videos we're gonna check out today are Return to Silent Hill, Silent Hill F, Townfall, Ascension, and Silent Hill 2. Those are the trailers we're gonna check out.
All right, let's do it.
The person in the, yeah.
There was a face. There was definitely a face.
This return is my return to a world, a universe that I have touched in 2006, 15 years ago. The film was a great success, and we decided to go back to the best of his stories. I mean, Silent Hill 2. The film is the story of a young guy coming back to Silent Hill, where he has known a great love, and what he's going to find is a pure nightmare.
I have the chance of being very close with Christoph, and we together has achieved to convince Konami that there is a new version of Silent Hill that needs to be done.
Nice.
And they are 100% on board.
Good convincing.
In the first Silent Hill, we were exploring a world. The world of this small town, completely closed into the mist. It was like being trapped into a Twilight Zone. But in the second game, you know, the creator of the game have changed the rules, you know. We were basically going back to Silent Hill, the same town, but we were looking this strange world entirely through the point of view of the hero we were playing.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
He realized that Mary is lost somewhere into this strange place.
At its core, it's also the idea of the myth of Orpheus. And whatever a man can go deep in hell to bring back the soul or the person he loved the most in his life.
So it's much more about psychological horror.
Yep.
Even if we are going to find again all the same creature and the same strange terror sequence and things like that, but the first big interrogation and the first big terror is about ourselves. Are we mad? Are we sane?
Oh, God.
Are we sane to go back to Silent Hill to find this great love?
This one now has so many years from the first one that there is a clear idea from Christoph to make it modern, but also very true to the video game. And that's also what it is. We are also respecting the will of the author, the producers, and Konami into this adaptation. Christoph, it's really somebody that respects the work that has been done, but that also has his own vision. It nurtures the creative vision of the authors from the game, but with a different vision from a filmmaker. And both, they have created, I believe, something that has struck the minds of the fans.
You need to see the first Silent Hill.
The game of Silent Hill franchise were great artistic achievement, and I have a responsibility to transpose that on a big screen, you know.
Christoph is a real gamer. He has been immersed in this world.
That's why the first film was so well received by the fans of Silent Hill, because they felt that I was one of them, and it was so important for me to respect the original creation, you know. That was the base, the start of everything. Everything starts from this respect. So I'm going with a maximum of humility, a maximum of respect, but in the same time I have quite a charge, quite a goal, which is how to transpose the language of the game, which is entirely about immersion, into a tale, into a story that we can tell in 90 or 100 minutes.
the monsters are also one of the key elements that the fans are waiting for. And we are updating those in a way that the creation is similar, but they will be striking.
For me, one of my major goals in this film is how to redesign the classic monster of Silent Hill. I was talking about Red Pyramid, you know, the big guy with the helmet, you know. He's, again, in this one. Some of the creatures of the film of back in 2006 were very, very appreciated by the fan. But in the same time, for me, it was important to come back with surprise.
It's a new universe, it's a new challenge, and those are very important to bring these icons differently to the audience, because they want them to have that wow effect.
That's why, you know, I found a very interesting collaboration with the people of Konami. They helped me a lot to achieve this new design of the monster, because they are also working on new episodes for the franchise of Silent Hill.
The younger audience, they want that collective experience. They want to be with their friends, they want to talk about it, but they want also to live that experience together.
We all know that watching an horror film alone at his home is quite different of being into a big theater with a crowd and everybody jumping at the same time. It's very different.
We are modernizing, we are giving him what the audience of today is really wanting. We are trying to do as much as possible, creating a new experience for that audience. Could be more immersive, interactive, and we have now new technologies, but we still have what makes the best is the story. And this story is at the core of it. So we hope that Return to
Starts with the
Silent
story.
Hill will be a great return.
Yeah, I love what they're saying in this interview.
To keep the link with the audience, you know, we have to be perfectly aware that everything has changed in 15 years. Everything has been washed away, you know. We have to bring back something, you know, very surprising.
Saber, just run. What the hell? I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it looked intense. Bad robot. Face your trauma together.
I thought that looked like Asia. Those look like rice fields.
Virus is spreading.
Why does she have a pipe?
Oh, what's going on? Oh, God, I was not expecting that.
No, I was expecting like the freaky eye thing or something. Oh my god.
Oh. F for fungus?
Why are you here? No, in this place. Why are you here? Here to be punished. That's good, I like it. You know what, I think you're right. I think we've done something so awful. We are stuck here in this place, being judged by these people. But for you, I think it's more than that. I think you're here for some other reason. And I don't want to be anywhere near you when you figure that out.
Someone's gonna come. Oh. I thought I was prepping us for a jump scare.
Townfall. Oh, not cockroaches.
Could she really be here, waiting for me? Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
Alien's gonna pop out of it.
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now.
Oh no, you don't.
No, 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 no.
I don't need you anymore. I'm ready. Mary?
Nice. All right, so definitely spooky. So we got. I didn't realize that there was gonna do a movie as well for Silent Hill. They're just doing a Return to Silent Hill, so another movie for that, and then 4 new games looks like. So Ascension, I think, has my interest the most, just because of the character in that one. I thought looked really cool, and Silent Hill F, the one with all the flowers and the face just coming off.
What was that?
I don't know. That was, yeah, she's no longer like, she's all hollowed out inside. She's no longer a human. Now was just like a fungus, a spore.
Until we were introduced to it on this channel, had no familiarity with Silent Hill apart from the name.
Mhm.
I'd heard of it. I wasn't sure if it started as a movie or a game. But the intros that we watched definitely piqued my interest. I didn't really understand what was going on. But one of the things I said at the time was like, it feels like you can't trust your own mind. So in this, got a little more context when he talked about like, am I sane? Am I sane enough to go back to Silent Hill? And sort of like that the real terror is the psychological horror of not knowing if we can trust ourselves and like the fear of ourselves and what we're capable of. So all of that just resonated because with what little we saw in terms of story and context from what we watched before, their message on that was strong enough to come through enough that was where my mind had gone and I had that suspicion. So now to have it confirmed just kind of puts everything in place just a little bit further. And I loved what they were saying. I loved that this guy played the game, that he had total respect for the community that this game was created by, in that it became a phenomenon because of the community that loved it so much. And it's got me really interested to see the movie and to play the game, of course, but it's horror movie season, so that's where my mind's at. I also love that they talk about how at its core, it's the story of Orpheus. And it just kind of brought to mind, and I'm sure many of you have probably heard the saying that there's like nothing original since Shakespeare. Like there have been no original storylines, but what we are in the age of is flipping stories on their head, changing the perspective, flipping the script, gender bending, like all these different elements that can strongly influence the narrative of the story or even the outcome of the story. So I don't think I would have ever gone into, and this is my own preconceived prejudice, but I don't think I ever would have gone into a horror film going like, oh, this is going to be like a callback to Greek mythology. Like, boom, game on. But I love that is what this was born out of. It was the story of a great love. And what will you do? What lengths will you go to for that love? And, you know, if you entertain that thought enough, it probably will generate some pretty dark ideas.
Yeah, that's why I'm so dark, because I'm so in love that I will do anything. So which one of the games piqued your interest the most out of the trailers that we saw?
I think Ascension with the, how did they say it? Like relive your trauma or survive your trauma. There was that tagline in there that I was just like, whoa, that's pretty dark and terrifying. And I think the Spore one definitely made me interested. I almost kind of got like Resident Evil vibes from it, with like that thing that's infecting everything.
Yeah. I got Resident Evil vibes from it as well. And in Silent Hill 2, I got Resident Evil vibes because the guy looks like Discount Leon is what the character looks like.
I don't think that was more unsettling to me than the bloodstained floor and the relive your trauma message, which just got more successfully under my skin.
But you'll have to let us know what you thought about these trailers down below in the comments and which one you're most excited for as far as the games go to play. Also tell us, like, because I'm all into scary movies, should we watch the movie? Should we play the game first and not watch the movie? Does it really matter? I wouldn't want one to ruin the experience of the other. So if there's a way to avoid that, do tell us. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Silent Hill, all the new trailers, but just keep in mind that our reaction is definitely not definitive.